Christian women, Easter is pagan. It's idolatry. It is centered around and rooted from a goddess named Ishtar, Eostre. She was a fertility goddess. And, it was during the spring equinox. And it was centered around rebirth, renewal, that type of thing. But, it goes back to her symbol was a hare. We see the Easter bunny quite prevalent during these days. We have the Easter eggs that rabbits don't even lay. And, all just traditions of men. So it's idolatry. You need to do the research on it. Not tied back to good stuff. So if you love your children, stop doing it. And then, just to add on to there, you have it wrong. You think that he rose on Sunday, which you think he rose on Sunday, right? But you don't even know that the Sabbath day is Saturday. Yeshua is the Lord of the Sabbath because he rose on the Sabbath day, right? So that would mean that he would rise on Saturday. So that's a hint. And then in Matthew 12:38, starting at 38, it says, "Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we would see a sign from thee. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas." That's referring to Jonah. "For as Jonas was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth." Okay? 3 days, 3 nights. And then you go to Daniel 9:27, and it says, "And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease." Right? Yeshua was cut off in the midst of the week. "And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate." The Messiah was cut off in the week. And then you have Matthew 28:1 that says, "In the end of the Sabbath," okay, Sabbath is ending, "as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre." Right? Let me click on full chapter. But he was gone. But they wanted to come and, let's see. So yeah, he was gone. So that just tells you 3 days, 3 nights. You get Wednesday night, because the middle of the week. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. So you get, if it's Wednesday night, you get Thursday day, Friday day, Saturday day. He rose on the Sabbath, on Saturday. The Good Friday stuff you do is pointless. And then for the people who want to do Passover, you're not, because Passover is a feast, then you have the unleavened bread stuff, right? But with Passover, you're not supposed to do any of the feast until you're in the land where God put his name. We're not in Jerusalem. We don't have the priest. We don't have Yeshua. We don't have the right calendar. So you can't do it correctly. And, read Deuteronomy 12, Deuteronomy 16. He tells us not to do these things. Yet some of you still want to sit there and say that you do it to your best of ability. Why? You're being disobedient. God tells you not to. Do you think you're better than people? Are you coveting something? Did you get rid of Christmas and Easter just to do the feast? Because you still covet to do a holiday? Just stop doing it. The Father's not pleased with it.